This is video 2 on homeostasis. Please remember to take notes using the Cornell note system we discussed in class. At the start of the next class, there will be an open note quiz on this material. Remember, you are allowed to use only notes you have taken yourself. Most of the physiological processes we will discuss this year are about maintaining homeostasis in the body. You'll recall from previous biology classes that homeostasis is the process of responding to an environmental change to maintain a steady internal environment. A common example is body temperature. Remember that the body uses the muscles, skin, and the bloodstream to maintain a constant 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. If the body encounters an environmental change, walking outside on a 100-degree day, then the body needs a mechanism to respond to this high temperature by sweating and dilating the blood vessels to increase heat loss. If the body encounters an environmental change walking into a cold 68-degree classroom, then the body needs a mechanism to respond to this change by shivering the muscles, raising the body hairs with goosebumps, and constricting the blood vessels to limit heat loss. The body has a basic 5-step response process to monitor the environment, communicate the environmental change to other areas of the body, process the change, transport the desired response to other areas of the body, and effect the change. Formally, it starts with a stimulus. The stimulus is usually an environmental change. In the temperature example, the stimulus is the ambient temperature in the room. Next, the change is detected by some kind of receptor in the body. This is done by a sensory receptor in your skin, heard with your ears, seen with your eyes, tasted with your taste buds, or smelled with your nose. The information or input that is measured with your senses is transported along your nerves to your control center or nervous system. Your control center determines the appropriate response to the environmental change to maintain homeostasis. This response or output is then transmitted to the appropriate body system by hormones and nerves. The last step is the effector or the body system that makes the appropriate change to maintain homeostasis. There are 2 types of feedback responses that can occur in your body in response to some type of environmental change. First is the negative feedback. This is when a stimulus is out of normal ranges and the body works to bring it back into normal ranges. If it is too high, then it lowers it in response. If it's too low, then the body works to raise the condition. The example shown here is again thermal regulation. The body temperature is too high, that's the stimulus, and the body responds by reducing the temperature through a use of sweat evaporation. When you think of negative feedback, think opposite. The second type of feedback is called positive feedback because it intensifies or increases the stimulus. This is relatively far less common than the negative feedback. Here, instead of returning the body to homeostasis, the process is intensified. Labor is the classic example. Here, the stimulus is pressure on the cervix created by the baby's head pushing. When enough pressure is exerted, then the pituitary gland produces the hormone oxytocin, and oxytocin causes the uterus to contract, causing the baby's head to push harder on the cervix. More pushing, more oxytocin, more uterine contractions leads to more pushing. The process is intensifying. The stimulus was the push, and the response is more pushing. Remember, when determining which response is happening, you want to think about the stimulus. Is it increasing or decreasing the effects of the stimulus? Please review your notes for the answers to these questions. You should record the questions in the left-hand column of your Cornell notes next to the notes that answer these questions. Please review your notes and try to record any additional questions you could answer from this material in the left-hand column. Don't forget to write your summary of the notes at the bottom of the page along with any questions you have. Until next time, think, wonder, and question.